I think one product that we haven't talked about, which I want to talk just quickly about, then I'll get into yards, but is our daily deals, right? And daily deals is a technology application that has come out of Sagacity that every golf course in the country should have on, right? Because it is what we call smart deals, right? So from the B2B side, call it smart deals. From the consumer side, call it daily deals. But really what it is because of how Sagacity works from the pricing side, we take 3 years of historical data and then we benchmark that on every hour of every day, right? So we know next Thursday at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock, right now today, how many rounds the golf course should have on its books, right? And then from there, we have a booking curve window that goes all the way to, expiration of the tee time, right? And so the system is constantly gauging where they sit to that historical booking curve window, and it's heavily weighted. And this is where Andy's, brain comes into it, and Dwayne's brain comes into it, and way past me, right? But just philosophically, it makes so much sense. And if we just go back to what a lot of golf courses still do today, but used to do a lot of, which is I look at my white space on my tee sheet and I see all this white space and there's no bookings in there. They hit the panic button and they go, let's send out an email blast to our entire database, right? That we have discounts from 11 to 2 o'clock on Thursday, right? Or 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Thursday next week. In reality, they're actually maybe right on pace, or maybe just the 10 o'clock hour was behind pace, but 11 and noon and 1 actually don't start picking up until 2 days out anyway, right? There was no need to panic in essence, right?
Right.
And so this daily deals widget that sits on the golf course's website or in the apps is an intelligent platform that says, you don't need to panic. We know exactly where you're sitting right now, and there's no need to do anything. But it'll tell you if you are behind pace, right? It'll say, hey, you know what? Yes, that 10 o'clock on Thursday next week is behind pace right now. And it's behind pace by 5 rounds. You actually probably should do something about that. And so you have parameters in there that allows the golf course to say, when I'm 2 rounds behind pace or 1 round behind pace, throw up a tee time with X percentage off on the daily deals. Once that gets booked and that gets them back to pace, though, that goes away, right?
Just to interject there, going back to your mention of Orca and Loust a lot, that's why that 3-year historical is so important to do this the right way, to do it the right way.
100%, right? 100%. And that goes the other direction too when you're really looking to push price higher, right? I'm just right now talking about when you're behind pace, right? But there's a whole application on the other side, which is pushing the price higher when your demand is skyrocketing, right? Because Phoenix Open is in whatever's happening, there's some event or weather, whatever it might be, right? But again, going back to that kind of daily deal side of the equation and the smart deals, it's the fact that we know all of that historical data, we know the booking curve window, and the algorithm that we've built. It doesn't matter. And that's the great thing about it is it doesn't matter where the booking comes from. If the booking comes from Golf Now, if it comes from over the phone, if it comes from the golf course's own website, wherever the distribution is, it doesn't matter because we're looking at the entire application and knowing exactly where the courses are sitting. And so to me, it's important to understand that side of the equation. And then the next piece is what we did, right, is what we called yards, right?